This is going to be by far the best game of 2025. And not even talking about an RPG or shooter game or even a loot edge shooter. I'm talking about the next extraction shooter type of game, which is called Arc Raiders. This game, I was able to play it, I say, about 4 months ago. And I gotta tell you, back then, it didn't really impress me. It was very clunky. It was very slow. Things just didn't seem right. But 5 months later, I have to say that this game has done a 360 turn. The game is absolutely so much fun. It has different mechanics that make this game very playable. Not only do you have the aspect of a PvE, but you also have the PvP. So that means that this game is not going to be getting boring anytime. With this, we're just playing on the second beta test, which makes the game so far a lot of fun, but at the same time, the developers are thinking just about everything on how to exactly do this extraction shooter. And with this, let's take a look at the different aspects that is going to make this game better, and it's not going to break it, because a lot of the different type of base type of mechanics are already in place. First of all, we got our different type of challenges that you are able to complete each single time. That means you're going to be able to be rewarded by different things you are able to do in the game. And then you have your traders. You have either if you want to go and purchase guns, or if you want to get extra grenades, or go into the clinic to get that extra health, or for your shields, or even if you want to keep your security up, you have that as well. But the game itself does even better by giving you a workshop. First, you need to unlock the workshop. After you have the different type of requirements, or you level up through the game, then you're going to be able to unlock different things. We got a basic bench, weapon bench, and we also have an equipment bench so far. But this does not end there. We also have different items, as you guys are able to see here. The more we are able to collect rubber parts and also arc alloy. Now, how do you get those different items? All you have to do is just play the game and you are able to find them. If you've played a loot and shooter, you guys know that everything that you're able to collect in the game, you must get, because that is going to help you unlock different things. And that is how you're able to unlock different benches. As you see here, the med station is where you can create stimulants to give you an extra boost out of the wild. At this moment, this is a playtest. So once the game releases, which I think is almost in 2025, the developers are going to be announcing the release date, then things are going to change on how you acquire. At this moment, we're spoiled and we're able to get things a lot easier and faster. But once it releases, the grind is going to start. Such in this case, we have the utility bench, which gives us a bread and butter of any well-rounded raider kit. Lures, grenades, barricades, craft them all, and a lot of different things. But if we want to go to a equipment bench, and we're able to see here, we have that installed. But if we go in it, we're able to take a look that we're able to craft just about anything. And this is just the beginning. So if we want to make our weapons more powerful, if we want to upgrade them, if we go to the upgrade section, you guys are able to see there, you have different items. And if you want to level up, there it is. Level up your workstation for more crafting options. So if you want to level up your weapon bench, there you go. That's all you have to do. Once you do that, then you're able to become more powerful, because you're able to just craft and upgrade things. And then you have crafting recipes, which are one of the most crafted things that you're going to need, because this is what is going to separate you. And whenever you find any of these items in the game, especially the legendary ones, is where you become a little more powerful. And then once you get that augmentation, then you're going to be able to use it in your crafting items or your crafting bench. And then you're going to be able to have that. And all you have to do is craft it as long as you guys have the different type of components. Then we jump into the character. The character is not just about picking it and going with it. Then you got a skill tree, and you also have a mastery section. Skill tree gives you 3 different options. You got condition, you got a mobility, and you got survivability. Conditioning is all about staying alive, giving you more health, and giving you more stamina to be able to survive, because you will need stamina to be able to survive in this game, because you do have that aspect of PvP, which means that whenever you go into a raid, there is a good possibility that you will die and you will lose things. But the game does something very important, which I'll show you a bit later in the video. Then we got mobility. It's about moving faster, staying alive, and giving you extra little perks, such as like you can wall leap further, and just in case you either gotta go take down different enemies or different robots, that gives you that extra ability. And then of course we have the survivability. This is all about surviving in the game. And once you unlock all the different skill trees to the max, that is where you're going to benefit a lot. You have, in this case, when you're critically hurt, your health regenerates until a certain limit, keeping you alive in the game. Or in case you want more survivability, if you're able to see here, lets you jump at the end of the vault, so that whenever you are in a raid, it's going to keep you alive just in case you need to run away or you need to keep the fight a little bit longer. It gives you an extra augmentation. Then we got the battle pass. At this moment, we have no information if this is going to be something that you need to pay for or you're going to be able to earn at this moment. But we're going to go with the earning type of system, where you're going to be able to get coins, and these are called raider tokens, which you're going to be able to get once you complete different missions. At this moment, that is how it is during the playtest, but of course everything is going to change once the game releases. Now let's take a look at the loadout. Loadout gives you 2 different weapons. It gives you the backpack, which you are able to increase by finding augmentations. Once you get more augmentations, then you get a bigger backpack, and that works with everything in the game. So if you want a better shield, you're able to locate those, or you're able to craft them by finding different components in the game. And then of course you got the quick use items, such as grenades, or you can have different other grenades, you can have bandages, or you can have different other components that you have. And then you have the safe pocket. This is by far one of the coolest things in the game, because what it means, if you have a item that you don't want to lose in case you die on a raid by either a robot or a human, then you're able to come out with this by placing it in the safe pocket, and you will not lose it. How to use this? Of course, you got to add the different items, such as epic items or legendary items, or items that are very, very hard to get in the game. That is what you want to put in your safe pocket. And then the game does have different sections that it separates them by augments, shields, weapons, ammunition, weapon mods, quick use, keys that are very important to be able to access secret areas that either have amazing loot or rare items that you're not going to be able to find in the game. You got crafting materials that are very important to keep you very powerful in the game, and of course miscellaneous items that you have. So far, I am loving this game. It has all the aspects of a great game to be in 2025. Hopefully I'm not wrong, and this is going to be by far the best game that you're going to be able to play in 2025. So if you love that type of game that there's always going to be a risk, nothing's easy, definitely this is going to be one of the games that you're going to want to play in 2025. Thank you guys for watching. Drop it in the comments section below if you are going to be able to pick up this game. If not, we'll keep in touch in the comments. Thank you for watching. We'll see you guys on the next video.